Hello and welcome to another episode of Smergal Reads. Last time there was chapter 8, which was a really long time ago, where they, had drugs and stuff and fell asleep. Pretty sure they abandoned someone. But now we're on chapter 9, the Queen of the Field Mice. I don't really remember that happening in the movie, but whatever. We cannot be far from the road of yellow brick, remarked the Scarecrow as he stood beside the girl, for we have come nearly as far as the river carried us away. The Tin Woodman was about to reply when he heard a low growl, and turning his head, which worked beautifully on hinges, I don't think you really need to, explain that, because we kind of figured that out already, but whatever. He saw a strange beast come bounding over the grass towards him. It was indeed a great yellow wildcat. Aw, kitty. And the Woodman thought it might be chasing something, for its ears were lying close to its head and its mouth was wide open, showing 2 rows of ugly teeth. So it's like an orc teeth. Oh. While its red eyes glowed like the balls of fire. As it came nearer, the Tin Woodman saw that running before the beast was a little gray field mouse. Although he had no heart, he knew it was wrong for the wildcat to try to kill such a pretty, harmless creature. And by saving it, the cat would probably starve to death, because that's how it works. It's either kill or be killed. It's nature. Jeez. So the Woodman raised his axe, and as the wildcat ran by, he gave it a quick blow that cut the beast's head clean off from its body. It rolled over at his feet. So he wanted to save the mouse, but he goes and kills another creature that was probably innocent, and this is how its nature works. You literally killed an innocent creature. Doesn't matter if it's going after something. That's how nature works. What is it supposed to be, a freaking vegan? No, that's not how it works. I do not apologize for any insults towards vegans. The field mouse, now that it was freed from his enemy, stopped short and coming up slowly to the Woodman in a squeaky little voice. Oh, thank you ever so much for saving my life. That was terrible. Don't speak of it, I beg of you, replied the Woodman. I have no heart, and I am careful to... Turn page. Careful to help all those who may need a friend, even happen to be only a mouse. Not the cat. I kind of killed that in a very gory way. It's decapitated, but I don't understand why. This is a kid's book, right? This is a kid's book, and something just got beheaded and it graphically showed his head rolling. Well, not showed, but it described it. Only a mouse, cried the little animal indignantly. Why, I am the queen of all field mice. Oh god, I'm never going to use that phrase again. Oh, indeed, said the Woodman, making a bow. Therefore, you have done a great deed, as well as a brave one, in saving my life. The queen? At that moment, several mice were seen running up as fast as the lower legs could carry them. When he saw the crane, they explained, Oh, your majesty, we thought you would be killed. How did you manage to escape the great wildcat? While you were escaping, we all hid like cowards we are. Where was I? Oh. And they all bowed so low that the little crane that they almost stood upon their heads. That actually probably would have been funny. This funny tin man, she answered. Kill the wildcat, save my... Oh, sorry. He's funny, tin man, she answered. Kill the wildcat and save my life. So hereafter you all must serve him and obey his slightest wish. Oh god, I broke that thing, but whatever. We will, cried all the mice in a shrill chorus. And then the Tin Man decided to kill them all. Yeah, wish. And when they escaped all directions, for Toto had awakened from his sleep, seeing all these mice and also avoid traumatization of seeing something get beheaded. See all these mice around, and he gave one bark to the light and jumped right in the middle of the group. Turtles always loved to chase mice where he lived in Kansas, and saw no harm in it, until he decided to go and kill a bunch. But the Tin Woodman caught the dog in his arms and held him tight when he called to the mice. Come back! Come back! Toto shall not hurt you! And a queen of mice stuck her head out from underneath a clump of glass and asked in a timid voice, Are you sure he will not bite us? I will not let him, said the Woodman, so do not be afraid. One by one the mice came creeping back, and Toto did not bark again. Although he tried to get out of the Woodman's arms, and were bitten if he had not known very well that he was made of tin. Because Toto's actually pretty smart for a dog, you know. Finally, one of the biggest mice spoke. Is there anything we can do, it asked, to repay you for saving the life of our queen? Nothing that I know of, answered the Woodman. This is when you get some Godfather stuff and go, but one day we shall call upon a favor. And you know, that kind of thing. But the Scarecrow had been trying to think, but could not because his head was stuffed with straw, despite being the smartest member of the team, said quickly, Oh yes, you can save our friend, the Cowardly Lion, who is asleep in the poppy bed. Oh yeah, they left him back there because, alright guys, asleep, let's just leave him. A lion? Why, he would eat us all up. Oh no, declared the Scarecrow, this lion is a coward. Despite the fact that he is very brave and probably wouldn't be cowardly against you guys who just eat you all. You know how that works. Really? Asked the mouse. He says so himself, answered the Scarecrow, although he could be a liar. And he would never hurt anyone who is our friend. If you help us save him, I promise that he shall treat you all with kindness. Very well, said the Queen. We will trust you. But what shall we do? Are there many of these mice which call you Queen and willing to obey you? Oh yes, there are thousands. Then send them all to come here as soon as possible. Let each one bring one long piece of string. The Queen turned to the mice and attended her and told them to go at once to get all her people. As soon as they heard the orders, they all ran away in every direction as fast as possible. Now, said the Scarecrow to the Tin Woodman, you must go to those trees by the riverside and make a truck that will carry the lion. So the Woodman went at once to the trees and began to work. And soon he made a truck out of the limbs of the tree, which he chopped away at the leaves and branches. He fashioned it together with wooden pegs and made 4 wheels out of a short piece of tree trunk. Okay, these guys are actually pretty smart. And so far, Dorothy has done nothing, like always. So fast and so well that he worked that by the time the mice began to arrive, the truck was all ready for him. That came from all directions, and there were thousands of them, big mice, little mice, and in the middle-sized mice. Each one brought a piece of string in its mouth. It was about that time that Dorothy woke from her long sleep and opened her eyes. Yeah, she missed that too. She was greatly astonished to find herself lying upon the grass with thousands of mice standing around and looking at her timidly. But the Scarecrow told her that everything was... And turning to the dignified mouse, he said, Permit me to introduce to you her queen, the Queen. Dorothy nodded gravely, and the Queen made a curtsy, which she became quite friendly with the little girl. Yeah, because Dorothy's done nothing so far in this chapter. It's about time she actually woke up. The Scarecrow and the Woodman now began to fasten the mice to the truck, using the strings they had brought. One end of the string was tied around the neck of each mouse and the other to the truck. Of course, the truck was 1,000 times bigger than any of the mice who were to draw it, but when all the mice had been harnessed, the power of mice, they were able to pull it quite easily. Even the Scarecrow and Tin Woodman, who could sit on it, were drawn swiftly by the little horses in place where the lion lay asleep. After a great deal of hard work, the lion was heavy. They managed to get him out of the truck. Then the Queen hurriedly gave her people the order to start, for she feared the mice stayed among the poppies too long, they would fall asleep. And now add to more interesting adventures, but I don't think I kind of want to get out of this right now. It's like when you're in an area for too long, You won't get out. At first, the little creatures, many that they were, could hardly stir the heavy loaded truck, so the lion's fat. But the workman and Scarecrow both pushed from behind, and they got along better. Soon they rolled the lion out of the poppy bed and into the green fields where he could breathe the sweet, fresh air again, instead of the poisonous scents of the flowers. Dorothy came to meet them and thanked the little mice warmly for saving her companion from death. She had grown so fond of the big lion, she was glad he had been rescued. Then the mice were unharnessed from the truck and scampered away through the grass to their homes. The queen of the mice was the last to live. "If you ever need us again," she said, "come out into the field and call. We shall hear you and come to your assistance. Goodbye." "Goodbye," they all answered, and away the queen ran. When Dorothy held her tightly, lest he should run after and frighten her. After they sat down beside the lion until he should awaken, and the Scarecrow brought Dorothy some fruit from a tree nearby, which she ate for her dinner. And that is it for Chapter 9. Yeah, that was a short chapter. Fun chapter, though. A little violent for kids book. But you know what? Still fun. So, until next time, this is Smergal, reading Wizard of Oz.